Happy Monday. Hi. So today is normally a work in the office day, but Archer's sick, or was sick still last night. He had a fever of 108. No, 100.8. So he'll be home today. So I texted my boss, so I'll be home today. It's fine. I've got to do a little bit of pivoting. I had the Molly Meads coming to clean, so I'll have to reschedule that. And I really need to look at my work schedule, but it's my thing's not turning on. It's like 5 a.m. so because I'm not going to do all that right this minute. First thing I need to do is snuggle. Yeah, I need to snuggle. And get some coffee. So let's do that. Good morning, my friends. There we go. Yay, good morning. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Always have to remember this. So if you're new here, hi. Hello. My name is Trisha. This is my channel, 3 All Threads, where I talk about cross stitch and other crafty things that I'm interested in, or just other things that I'm interested in. And this year I am participating in Vlogmas. Today, if I didn't say, excuse me, it's still early. It is 5:50 a.m. right now on Monday, December 6th. I am working from home today, which is probably why I got up and got around so quickly, because I love working from home. I work from home 2 days a week right now, and today is normally a work in the office day, but Archer last night got sick right around lunchtime. It was not good, and he was running a fever last night. It's a stomach thing, so he literally, bless his heart, got sick as soon as we got back from lunch yesterday. Came home, lay down, took a nap, got up around 8:30 p.m., said he was hungry, so I let him get up, and he ate a few pieces of toast and then went right back to bed, and he was running a fever. When he went to take his nap, he was running a 99.8 fever. When he got up, it was 100.8. So I am hopeful that it was just a quick little stomach virus. I'm extra hopeful that we don't all get it, and that we can all get back to where we are. So today's Advent coffee, whatever it was, I don't even remember, is delicious. That M&M creamer is spot on. Not at all low-cal, so keep that in mind. This morning, I actually got on Home Depot's website and ordered some shiplap for the wall in my kitchen. So if anybody's paid close attention, you don't even have to pay close attention. Sorry. when I do my coffee advents, you can see the wall in the background, and if you didn't notice, you will now. And it is rough, and there are scribbles on it. So that wall used to have wallpaper on it when we moved in. And several years ago, probably when Axel was 2, so 7 years ago, maybe 8, I pulled the wallpaper off. But there's still a lot of glue left behind because the wallpaper was put on in the days where you used glue. And I was just like, I'm done. I'm done with this. I don't even want to do this anymore. So I have known for several years the kitchen and the bathroom are the 2 rooms that I haven't touched since I moved into this house. They have not been painted. We have not renovated. They are terrible, terrible rooms. They look so terrible. So I've known for a long time that I want to do something with that room. For the past 2 years, I told my husband, oh, and when Axel was 2, he wrote on the wall. So those are the scribbles that you see, and I just can't care. I just cannot care about it. So a year or 2 ago, I found shiplap. I don't know where I saw it at, and I was like, that's what I want to happen. For that wall, I don't want to scrape wallpaper paint. I don't want to sand anything down. I don't want to clean the wall. I want to cover it with something. Shiplap. Okay, sure, great. That's what we're going to do. Never did anything, never did anything. This morning, I bought some shiplap. And I called my husband, and I was like, do we own a nail gun? No, we don't, but we can get one because his brother has like 50 of them. And I said, I just ordered some shiplap. Guess what we're doing this month? And my husband, I don't know if I've said this before, my husband can be handy. My father-in-law was a contractor. He owned his own business. He built the house that my mother-in-law still lives in, like built it completely himself. Did not contract it out. He might have like contracted the electrical out. He wasn't an electrical guy. Built the house. My husband and my brother-in-law worked for their dad in the summers as children. They know their way around tools. My husband hates it. He hates the work. Otherwise, I guess he would have been a contractor. However, he can do it, and I said, this is what we're doing. So I'm super stoked. I'm super stoked about that. So before I get the rest of my day started by doing like a honey-do list, I wanted to fill you in on a couple of things that I did last night. And we're going to open up my advents. We're going to get it all done today, early. So after I woke up from my nap, I did not knit anymore. But before my nap, I got, uh-oh, I lost a knit. Hold on. Okay, I got this much further on my blanket. Wrong way. This much farther on my blanket. Oh, isn't it pretty? So this is almost 2 skeins. They go so quick. This project could be done easily in a weekend. It could probably be done in a day. This is as far as I am. This is what's left of the second skein. Not very much. And again, if you didn't see, this is the terrible picture of what I'm making. So the pattern uses 8 skeins of this yarn. It's gonna be cute, and it's gonna be lap sized. Obviously, it's not. It's only 30 stitches cast on. So I'm hoping by next weekend I'll have a finish there. That is my hope. That is all that I did. And then on that, I watched, that show, and I forgot to say what that show is. I think that show is called Santa Inc., and it's on HBO Max, and it is not appropriate for children. The one that I showed yesterday, but it's funny. It's pretty funny. It has Seth Rogen, I think it's Seth Rogen, and, the girl that I can't remember her name now, but she's great, a comedian. It doesn't matter. Let's open up these advents, okay? Day 6 of my 12 days of crystals. I'm definitely going to miss the crystal one when it ends. This is tiny. Oh, how cute is that? That's a little tiger eye bear. Make sure it's tiger eye. Let me look at my little thing. Oh, my thing is gone. Oh, here it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tiger eye bear pendant. That's cute. I will not wear it, but I might put it on a keychain, or I could make like a stitch marker out of it. It's a little heavy. But I could make a stitch marker or a progress keeper out of it. Cute. Okay. Day 6 of SweetSparrowYarns. Ooh. Ooh. Got a little candy. That is pretty. Yay. Okay. Here is day 6 of Undersea Fabrics. I know what this is. I could tell as soon as I opened it. Keeping in mind, it goes with the stuff that I showed yesterday, which has already disappeared from my desk. See if I can find it. Nope, wrong pile. Nope, wrong pile. Don't have it. I might have taken it. I might have taken it to the living room so I could stitch it. It was the perforated paper, the floss, and the little Under the Sea Christmas. It was the Little Mermaid. Not the Little Mermaid. It was a Little Mermaid. A small mermaid. Oh, there you go. So there's the sled and the Krynic. Nice. That'll be my next new start. Uh-oh. Got a little smooshy. Oh, I'll have to figure it. I will fix it. See the thing's off. Okay. I'm so excited. Okay. This is day 6 of StitchyBox. This is hard, like rigid. Personalize this wood backer with your choice of stain, paint, or fabric, and add a bit of stitching to make a fabulous Christmas ornament. Have to find something. Gotta have something. Okay, cool. And the last one is day 6, this is heavy, of the Hooting Pirate self-care box. Oh, goodness. And that is, I should not have ripped this bag open like this. A bunch of candy. Fruits. So these are little sucky fruit things. And these are tiny gummy bears, which I will put in the kids' lunches. So that'll be fun. Yay! I love it. My tiny presents, as Michelle Bendy would say. 25 days of tiny presents. I love it. Okay. I'm going to get some stuff going. I need to start a to-do list. I think I might, okay, don't tell my boss, but I think I might hop on my computer, my work computer real quick, and just at least, I have to, I have a meeting with her this afternoon, but it should be fine. I have to send a couple emails, and I have to request a half a day on Friday. So I don't remember if I said this, but my kid, this is his finals week. When he came home for Thanksgiving, he rode with his roommate. His roommate kind of passes through our area to go to his house. Well, his roommate is all done with his classes on Monday, today. So he is going home on Tuesday. AJ is not done with his classes until Thursday afternoon. So I am driving up to Marquette, which is a 6 hour and change, a little bit of change, 6 hour and like 10-minute drive from my house to pick him up and bring him home. And I have yet to decide if I'm going to, because we have an all-campus meeting Friday morning at work. So I'm going to request to work from home on Friday. It's a virtual meeting. So I'm going to attend the meeting that's 2 hours and then head up north. But I haven't decided if I'm going to stay there in a hotel and come home Saturday morning, probably, or try to drive all the way back, which would mean that I would be back after midnight. And I just feel like that's a bad idea. So I have to set up, I have to get a hotel room, and I have to ask for the day off, not in that order. It'll be an adventure. Okay, I will talk to you guys once I have my life together. Bye. All right, so it is my lunch hour, and I have got to get my kombucha started. So this is, this is kombucha, and I decided a couple months ago that I was going to make my own after I talked to my hairdresser, and she was making her own, and I'm like, I can do that. I don't drink it, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So get that out of the way. The first thing I did was determine that I liked the taste of it from store-bought. So like I was buying this GT's. I love it. And then to brew your own or to ferment your own, you need a SCOBY, which you can see right here. And you can see right here, this is like the mother culture. And I didn't want to buy one. I wanted to start one from scratch. So I actually made a SCOBY from scratch, which took like 5 weeks. And then this, using this SCOBY has formed in this brew, or this ferment, and this has been in this jar since November 6th. So this has been, I think it was November 6th. I wrote it down. Yes, 11/6/2021. So this has been going, what is today? The 6th, about a month. I've tested it. I've tasted it. It is nice and vinegary, but not too much. There's still some sweet, and I like mine fizzy. So it needs to go through a second ferment to get carbonation, and you do that using fruit. So I have here some blueberries. I have pineapple. And I have some ginger root because I love the ginger flavors. Ooh. So I'm going to attempt to talk my way through this. I've never done this before, but this part turned out okay. So here we go. This is the second one that I made just to make another SCOBY. I am not going to use this for my second ferment, but I am going to put my SCOBYs in this. So let's see. So this is going to become the second one, like my SCOBY hotel. Can you see that? Goodness, I'm gonna have to use my fingers. I don't want to contaminate it, but you know, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Ugh. It looks a little bit, I'll show it to you. It's like a pancake, a slimy pancake. I'm just gonna set that in there. And then we're gonna get the original mother out. Oh, I don't wanna rip it, but there we go. Here's the original culture, the one that I made. I Nice, right? If you're into that kind of thing. Put that in there to keep. And then I'm gonna pour a cup out so I can start another batch. We can talk about that too, but later. Need a cup of starter. I'm gonna cover this back up. Because of the vinegar, it's kind of like a apple cider vinegar is what it smells like, and it will attract fruit flies. We don't want that to happen. I'm gonna move those to the side for now. And I think I'm gonna start. I'm gonna pour it in this because it'll pour easier. I don't have any funnels right now. Ah. All that good stuff is at the bottom. All right. Obviously, these are reused bottles, waste not, want not. They're glass, which is what you want to use. I want some of that sediment. It's good stuff. Okay. That'll need to be cleaned. Okay, I only get 4 bottles. That's not very much. All right, and so now I need to add my fruit. And the fruit and the kombucha, the fruit will ferment. It'll eat the sugars in this, because this kombucha is basically sweet tea that's fermented. So there's still some sugar in here. So I'm gonna add, oh, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll find out. 7, 8. We will put the blueberries. I mean, you'll be able to see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Okay, so those are gonna have blueberry. And then these two will have pineapple. Hopefully my pineapple's still good. Yep. Okay, you're gonna have to wait for just a little bit, okay? Oops. in theory, you don't need a lot of fruit from what I've seen. And you can also puree the fruit, but then it leaves your kombucha kind of thick from the puree. I mean, I think there are probably worse things. So we are gonna oops, that's no good. Okay, we're gonna taste it. Good. And then I want some ginger. And I wanted, when I ordered it from Instant Cart, I just wanted one root. Could not find it at 2 stores I tried. So I ended up getting it from Aldi, and it came in a huge bag, you know, as it does. Oh, it smells so good. So we're gonna peel it. Don't want to cut myself. Okay. And so I have peeled it, except for the bottoms. It's okay, I'm not going to use that. And I'm going to cut slivers. I'm going to put, definitely want it in with the blueberry. And I'm just putting like 4 slivers, not very much. Blueberry ginger, pineapple ginger, I don't know, maybe. We'll put 1. Just a little bit of ginger in there. All right, so that is that. And now, a little concerned with the blueberry having enough sugar to actually ferment. So I think what I'm gonna do is I've got just a 1/4 teaspoon here, and I'm not even gonna fill it up all the way. I'm gonna give like, well, I'm gonna do like half, like 1/8 of a teaspoon. Put it in with the blueberry, because blueberries are not as sugary as pineapple. And then I'm going to put the tops on. And where are the rest of my tops? Who knows? So in a perfect world, if this goes like it should, these will ferment. I'm just going to put them on the counter, and these will start to ferment right away. Get another black one there. And within 5 days or so, they should be carbonated. And in order to release some of the pressure, I'll check them a couple times every day and just crack the tops to release the pressure until they get to the fizzy carbonation that I want. So I'm gonna go put these away. And then I'll see what this tastes like. This I was just using to make the SCOBY. You can make kombucha from your SCOBY mix. It's the same recipe. It just usually takes a little bit longer to ferment because the SCOBY is the actual culture and you have to like wait for it to be created. It's a thing, but we'll taste it and see if I can use it. Okay, so I decided to go ahead and I'm gonna start another batch of kombucha, and I start it with sweet tea, and I think that I said that already, but I'm saying it again. So the sweet tea is 7 cups of boiling water, and then I use black tea bags. Black tea works best from what I've been told, and 4 generally does it. My water is currently boiling in my electric tea kettle. I'm gonna open these, and once the water boils, I'm gonna let the tea bag steep for 15 minutes, and then put in a 1/2 cup of sugar and stir it around. And then the tea has to come to room temperature before I add the starter liquid, because the starter liquid has yeast in it, and if you put it in boiling hot liquid, it'll kill the yeast and then it won't ferment. So that is where we are at for right now. It's hot. So this is about 7 cups. It is not perfect by any stretch. There's just that much left, and this is a 1.7 liter tea kettle. Yes, you can do the math. And then here are my 4 tea bags. So I am just going to, I was going to put them, I'm not gonna even bother. So we're gonna let those, they should be fine. We're gonna let those steep for about 15 minutes. So I'm gonna set my timer. And then we will be back and we will add the sugar. All right, so this has been steeping for 15 minutes. It is still ridiculously hot. So I'm just gonna bounce these a few times and then I'm gonna take them out. I'm not gonna squeeze them because the videos that I've watched said not to. Something about the tea leaves inside the bag, if you squeeze them, it can make your sweet tea bitter. I don't know if I would know the difference, to be perfectly honest. I am not a professional and this is not a tutorial, but I will link a tutorial below that I use. So there are my tea bags to go away. And I also, because I got so excited, I actually opened up a kombucha that I got from the store, and like you saw, I've been saving these glass containers. This one is pineapple, golden pineapple. And I'm hoping that my pineapple that I'm making tastes similar. So good. Okay. So we have our tea here, black tea. We're gonna put in this is a 1/2 cup of sugar. This is obviously what's gonna make it sweet, and I need a funnel. I do not trust myself. So, the sugar, I'm just gonna stir it. Also, keeping in mind, once again, this is hot. So we're just gonna stir it up to make sure all the tea all the sugar dissolves into the tea. Sorry. And we look pretty good. And now we need to let this sit and reach room temperature, or we can chill it. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I have done a cold bath before where I get my Instant Pan or my Instant Pot pan out and fill it with ice and then stick this in it. That's what I did before when I was trying to rush the process. But I don't really need to rush it this time. So I might stick this in the fridge for a little bit to help it move along, but it needs to be room temperature before I add my starter. So I've got my starter from my previous kombucha. And then you might notice, if you're really paying attention, that this has a lot less juice in it than before. And that's because I actually took enough of the liquid out to make 2 more of these. And I did one only ginger, I think. I can't even remember now. One only ginger, and I did one with strawberries. So I have to leave some of the liquid in here because I now have 3 scobies in here. And so this is going to serve as my SCOBY hotel. And I think I need to buy some more of these. These are 1/2-gallon jars that I got on Amazon. I might need to get 1-gallon ones. But we'll see how this goes. I'm still learning. So this I'm going to let sit, and we'll come back when I'm ready to put it all together. All right, so I was a little overzealous when I put this in a cold bath, because I tend to be, and it got real chilly. So some chilled sweet tea. I took it out. It's been sitting at room temperature for probably an hour, maybe longer, 3, maybe 2 hours. So I think I'm comfortable putting the starter in and putting the SCOBY in. I don't think that the cold is going to kill the yeast, at least not like the hotwood. So this is the 7 cups about of cold water, the 4 tea bags, and the 1/2 cup of sugar. So I'm going to pour in the starter. This came from my last batch of the kombucha. So this is going to help kickstart the fermenting. And then we put the SCOBY in, or the mother. And I can either put in, this top one is the one that I previously used. You can use these for about 6 months, I read. Or I can try to put in one of the newer ones. I might put in those 2 bottom new ones just to get them more mature. I need to wash my hands though first. So some of the videos that I have watched are like, you know, you try really hard not to touch the SCOBY because you don't want to contaminate it. And they're a little creepy about using chlorinated water. You're supposed to use non-chlorinated water. I happen to have in this house a reverse osmosis machine, filter, a reverse osmosis filter. So that is what I use when I boil, but I'm not sure how much. I have city water. I don't know how much chlorine is in the water. So I am going to, try to get my hand out of this. So this is one. This is pretty immature. I think it would be fine if I just put that one in, but I'm probably gonna put both in. Oh, I don't want that to break. See this bottom one. Come on, kids. And these are like, they look a little bit like pancakes. They feel kind of, they're slippery, kind of slimy, a little goopy. Like, it's fine. This is where all the yeast culture is. You just try to be careful, and then I want to make sure that one is flat. Okay. And this, like a good kombucha, this is very vinegary, and so are those scobies. Right now, this, it's sweet tea. And so what will happen is the yeast will eat all of the sugar, and that is what will start the fermentation process. So I'm so excited. And so because it's like an air ferment, I think they call it. This is a cloth. You don't want to use cheesecloth because it's got too big of holes. And this will, as it ferments, it gets very vinegary and it will attract fruit flies. And you don't want that. So these are actually the fabric that came with the jars. So I double, actually it's 4 layers. So it can breathe really well, but keeps out dust and fuzz and bugs. And now I'm done. So this will sit for 3 to 4 weeks. I'll taste it after a few weeks. And when it gets like just the right amount of bite that I like is when I'll do the second fermentation process. This is now going to be considered my SCOBY hotel. This is just literally where these scobies will live. And as I make more kombucha, I'll just put a little bit of the fresh liquid into this to keep these ones fresh. It may grow another SCOBY on top, it may not. And these have to sit out at room temperature, away from sunlight because you don't want to burn it up. But you don't want it to get too cold because it's the warmth that makes the fermentation. And then with the ones that are going through the second fermentation right now, those are also sitting out on the counter. And I will check those in just a couple days. I'll take you along with me. They should be ready within a week, tops. So I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Okay, so just, I don't know, what time is it? 5:13. I haven't even logged off work yet, but I need to. But I got a package in the mail and I'm excited. So I said, I don't know, a couple days ago that I finished this Trimming the Tree. There it is, by Bendy Stitchy Designs. And this is my finish. And I said that I used the called for stuff, except for this star is Krynic. And those little red bulbs are Krynic, and then this hat and scarf are Gentle Art Wool. But everything else is called for. But I didn't want to, I don't want to drop it. I didn't want to stitch those snowflakes. And so I went on Etsy. Oh, son of a, hold on. Bless me. So I went on Etsy and I was looking for some snowflake charms and they arrived in the mail today. They are from Fire Phoenix Beads in Arizona. And I got 15 of them. And And I'm gonna open them quickly so you can see. I'm gonna open them one-handed, and that's always difficult. Hands are cold. So here is what I got. They are all different sizes and kinds, and so I think what I want to do is like put one here. I love, 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 love this one. Isn't that pretty? So maybe put that one there. So this one is just kind of plain, but it's the right size. And maybe I should probably not have dumped all these out on the tree. I'm ridiculous though. So maybe put this big one here and just put it on with some blue thread or some beading thread so it's clear. And where's the other one? It's up at the top. So maybe put those like there. What do you think? These won't be there. That would be so cute. And maybe make it a pillow because I don't have anything to frame them with. But a cute little winter pillow and maybe some snowball palm. I've got some of that somewhere. I have to have snowball pom somewhere. I think that would be so cute. So I have to find my beading thread, and I have to find a background fabric, and I have to find snowball palm, and that sounds like a lot of work. But I think if I'm gonna FFO anything during Vlogmas, this will be it. We'll see. All right, so I'm probably not gonna knit much more tonight. I don't know. I did it for, who knows, half an hour or so. These things, look, these guys are unwieldy. Like those are some bad mama jammas. And this is getting heavy and it's so warm, but it is so cozy. So see, that's the border. And it's all stockinette, and it's just, I mean, it's lovely. I cannot wait until it's done. So I finished off that second skein, started a third. I'm probably halfway through. And I'll just keep on keeping on. This is where I'm at. So I'm gonna jump in the shower, make sure my kids are sleeping, and we'll do this all again tomorrow. Hope you all have a great night.